Twitch! We're back!
Woohoo!
It's been 3 weeks!
Yup.
That's sometimes how things roll.
And we are coming to you today with a very special time, a very special day. This is not just event-wise, but day-wise, the 2-year anniversary of our first episode.
Woohoo!
Today, September the 15th, and September the 15th was when we had our first session.
That's so wild.
So wild.
That's so perfect. I can't believe it.
I know.
No.
My
So-
first notes from the first session are the last gate with Castle Sol to the west and the Court of Fire to the east.
Wow.
And now we're here.
In
Rome.
There we are.
we sure are
All
in the Court of Fire.
roads lead to goddamn Rome.
Goddamned Rome is a fully accurate description.
Literally, goddamn
So
Rome.
true.
Are we
There
going to
we go.
use, have we used all roads lead to Rome yet? Are we going to use that?
That was a suggestion.
No, I used it. I just got the
Okay,
episodes
good.
up. I fully didn't realize, Arik, you were right. They weren't up, but I don't know why that happened because I remember clicking on them to make them go up. So hopefully they're really up for realsies this time. I hope.
That's the hope.
But I'll check tomorrow.
Ain't that just the way?
But we're back. And last time stuff happened and things occurred. Last time
Yeah.
you got to last gate. I believe that was all last time. You arrived at last
Mhm.
gate and met up with Dora at Castle Sol.
Teleported us.
Dora teleported you to meet with her friend Tati.
Tati Rotodendra.
Tati Rotodendra. And then you were led out of the lore district and
Into the
made
Amber
your
Ward.
way to the Amber Ward to Journey's family home. Outside of which you were ambushed by Journey's sister.
Yeah.
And that's where
I
you are
got
now.
hugged. Attack hugged.
I want a sort of question.
Yeah.
I'm curious, on the way, on the way across the city, just out of curiosity, were Ellie and I getting any looks, not just because we're Feyborn, because I know that there's, Feyborn in the city, but also, we're clearly outsiders just from, our style of dress and stuff, the way that we're looking at all the city. I don't get the impression that Rome gets many outsiders, and also, we're outsiders and we're traveling with the son of a marquis, or a margrave. Were we getting any looks?
We were in, a steam cycle pulled cart.
Right, but it wasn't fully closed, right?
Yeah.
Not fully closed, no.
Could people see us? I guess if it's
a little bit. I feel like there actually has been an increase in tourism to Rome. It's like Doom tourism.
Oh God.
Because you have to get across the Court of Fire to get to Rome.
Yeah.
Or you have to sail across the sea of whatchamacallit.
All of us looking and seeing
Acheron.
Well, we sailed across the Sea of Acheron. Most people would probably have to cross the Sea of Phlegathon.
Oh, true.
Right?
I mean, I guess people visit Yosemite, or Yellowstone.
People visit Chernobyl if they really feel like it. No one's gonna stop you.
Oh, wait, is that what those lines are? Oh my god.
What?
It's been 2 fucking years and I had
You
no
just
idea.
realized the ocean separation.
Yeah, I was like, I've seen those lines all the way, but I'm like, what are those fucking trade routes? This is a weird way to draw that, and why are they there? It's weird. And
aren't they currents?
I thought they were currents this whole time.
they're separating the Sea of
They're not
Phlegathon
ocean
from the other
currents?
seas.
No, they're separating the seas out.
Wait, there's a hard line between your seas?
No, there's not. It's just a notation.
It's just roughly here's the Sea of Phlegethon versus
Can
the Sea
it
of
be a
Lethe
current?
and Acheron.
Sure.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for my sanity.
Everyone's so upset. That is really good. It could be a current. That's fine.
I mean, they roughly make sense for how currents work.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that'll work.
Roughly.
I don't know shit
I'd like to
about
see more
geography.
gyres.
I don't know shit about geography, and I don't care.
I know ocean shit because my mother's a marine biologist.
There are many benefits.
To being a marine biologist, to being
We're-
the child of a marine biologist.
We're off the rails, and it's like 5 minutes in.
Oh
Maybe.
boy.
So
I've
here's
had
the
a
thing
week, so it'll
about
be
your
fun.
question,
Yeah,
Jen.
same.
I'm not sure how many people in Rome would recognize a journey on sight, is the thing, right? You
Do you
know,
not have any, like, visual markers of your house?
I mean, I have
like-
a signet ring and I probably have some clothes with my crest on them, but right
Would you have
now
put them on for the city?
we're in a cart.
Hmm.
And in order to the cart doesn't have the livery on it because it's a hired cart, and so in order for anyone to tell, they'd have to like first look inside the cart, then locate me out of the three of us, and then see the sigil, right?
Yeah.
Which is possible. And Arek thinks there's probably some spy somewhere who's like, hey, who are those two who are traveling with the son of the Margrave Obsidio? But it is, of course, up to Nemo as to whether other people, because it's Journey is the son of a Margrave, which is high ranking, but House Obsidio isn't like incredibly powerful for being Margraves.
Yeah, I don't think people recognize Journey on site. They do recognize, especially based on how you're dressed, that Ellie and Willow are not from the city. And there are some, not, I wouldn't say like disparaging looks, but like, it's like, that's a country bumpkin. You know that's someone from the country. It's the look that city slickers give you. It's
Yeah.
like, it's just that look. You know how it is. It's very much a, you're not from around here, are ya? And if you ask me for directions, I'm gonna tell you the wrong thing, probably. Or I'm gonna say it so fast and with so many references to things you don't understand that it's not gonna be helpful.
It's so obvious that you're a New Yorker.
Thanks.
Yep.
It's incurable.
See, in the South, people give you the directions, but it's like, bless your heart.
Yep.
You're so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Take a left at the church. Not that church, the other church.
The other church that's 2 blocks down.
Which church do you go to? Oh, you don't go to church. Interesting. How come? You're Jewish.
Here we are.
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
No, legit. I went to Pride with my friend and we got approached by this guy. This like guy approached us in Pride and he was like, do you know about Jesus Christ? And I said, we're Jewish. And this guy stops dead in his speech and he goes, wait, you're Jewish and you're Jewish? You're both Jewish? How can you both be Jewish?
What?
She doesn't look Jewish.
Oh no.
Sir. Because she's blonde?
Oh my god.
Oh
That was
lordy.
probably as far as the thinking went, yeah.
Yeah, that was a
Oh,
fun.
boy.
I was like, it was almost more funny than it was bad because it literally stopped him in his tracks because he was so baffled by the fact that he found 2 Jews at the same time in North
Oh,
Carolina. He was like,
Lord.
wait, that's not supposed to happen.
God. This is all going on YouTube.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's all right.
I'm okay flaming this guy.
That's fine. That's where yeah. That's how we're rolling. Yeah, so, no one says anything, but people are clocking that you're not from around here. People are not clocking that Journey is minor noble, because if you throw a stone in Rome, there's like a at least a third chance that you will hit a minor noble. So
Okay.
See.
Oh shit.
How many Feyborn do we see?
you have not seen any in this part of
Not seen any. Okay.
Shit.
Primarily tieflings and Azamar, right?
Yep. You do also see quite a few Dragonborn, but those are mostly mostly in other parts of the city.
And actually, probably the ones that you saw had clothes closer to yours, like more traveling like than city like. I think. God, it's been so long since I've looked at this. Okay.
Willow takes the little bits on her twig crown that stick up and make sure they're tall because they're
Oh.
horns. Look, I have horns too. Anyways,
That's really cute.
then we got ambushed by Mystery, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which,
I forgot the last thing.
Oh,
Mystery
Johnny,
said.
would you like to introduce us? Who's this?
yeah, it was.
Hello?
I think someone asked someone you know. I don't remember.
Someone
Oh.
you know? When you ask who to introduce, she will stick out her hand. Mystery. Pleasure.
I take. Hold on. Okay, I rolled a 5, so I don't know what a handshake is. I give her a high five.
Yeah.
She is very confused. What's your passive
Actually,
perception?
no, I don't give her a high five. I just hold her hand.
Okay, that'll work. Let's see. She is going to roll sleight of.
I'm also confused by this, but
she was going to roll sleight of hand to try to do slip a piece of paper up your hand or something, but she rolled a natural 1. So
against my perception.
I think she
Good
just
try.
fails to do it. I think she just does it. I think that you are holding onto her hand and not shaking it, and that baffles her so much that she doesn't do it.
I'm Willow.
Yeah. Okay.
Indeed.
Are you still holding her hand if she tries?
Yeah, I'm waiting for her to do something. I don't know what this is.
She pulls her hand out of your hand.
Okay.
And this is Ellie.
I
move it.
I do give her a handshake.
I don't think she offers one. I think she waves.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
She's like, I'm not doing that again. She's not gonna make the same mistake twice.
Okay, then he waves. He does the weird, sticks out hand. Oh, wait.
Wait.
It's just
This might be a continuity issue. I feel like maybe I've shook somebody's hand before, but
Oh no,
well.
I think this is funny.
Whatever.
That's what matters.
I think Willow's doing a bit.
I think Willow doing a bit is good.
I'd like that. Journey said, "Don't embarrass me in front of my family."
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Willow was immediately gonna start doing a bit.
So, I basically Journey's caught somewhere between. Wait, it's not formal time, but it's not super comfortable time either. What the hell?
It's your fucking sister, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna give her a hug again because I got hugged and then it went immediately into who are you?
Yeah. She'll return the hug.
It's good to see you again.
Yeah. Good to see you.
Ellie and
It'll
Willow,
be really good to see what you've been up to.
This is
Journey,
my
make a
younger
perception
sister.
check.
Sure.
I have a question for you as well. I don't know how much sense it would make for the intelligencers to have an official emblem or logo that people wear or have. Because it's
They
spies.
they do because it's not just spies.
Okay.
It's spies plus FBI.
Okay.
It's
Rogue
there are
FBI?
different branches.
Mhm.
Like I can imagine, depending on the thing. But yeah, I can imagine there's a sigil for one. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
My perception is 14.
14. Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
And Mystery's younger?
Mystery is younger.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
she's
How much younger? Like,
a couple years, a bit more since we were in Fairy, or a bit less since we were in Fairy, actually.
I think she's.
so like Ellie's age? My
I
age?
think she's 20, right? She's Willow's
She's
age.
20 now.
Okay.
Willow's 20, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Willow's 20. Yeah, she's Willow's age.
Yeah, she turned 20 while we were in Fairy.
Oh, we're going to be painting nails and gossiping.
You missed my birthday.
Yes, I'm very sorry about that. That was unavoidable, but I've got you a present.
Unavoidable, huh?
It was entirely unavoidable. I was literally unable to arrive.
Sure. And my brother fibbing.
No, there was a lot. We were on a different plane of existence.
You
I kind of
scoundrel. You
give
took your
Willow
friends
a look.
to hell?
Not this time.
Whatever.
This time.
So I guess given
let
that
them
we
know?
we moved from how you doing to you missed my birthday, Journey is going immediately into gift giving time.
Oh, we should
Because
head in. They don't know you're here yet. Did you tell them?
No, I did not. I was coming to see them immediately. That's where the carriage is heading, as I'm sure you know.
What?
Well,
I thought we got out of the carriage.
no, we're still in the carriage.
You're
Wait, I
still
thought
in
we
the
got out of the
carriage?
carriage.
I thought we were out of the carriage approaching the mansion.
I thought so
Okay.
too.
Severe confusion on my part then.
Okay.
I had not clocked that.
I love the idea of her leaping into the carriage, but no, I believe we were outside the mansion.
That is fully what I thought it was.
No.
I fully thought, because we had a perception check and then suddenly got hugged, and I'm like, okay, right, she was wandering the streets and saw us.
We were walking up to the manor, and then I did a perception check.
Cool.
Yeah.
That is not something I clocked at all.
It's been 3 weeks. Soapy. All right. So yeah, we should head inside.
Yeah. I'm gonna go through. I think I'm gonna take a moment to just kind of look at the manor from inside the grounds a little bit and just kind of sigh in it's home. Before going forward, and I don't know, trying to be both, hey, it's really good to see you again, and it's good to be home, but also, hey, I'm here and my friends are here too, so I'm trying to not let them be, odd ones out during this.
Your friends or your family?
My friends.
Hey, Willow and Ellie will keep themselves occupied.
Right, no, but Journey is still going, making sure that you're not, abandoned.
Yeah, that's very sweet. Yeah, you enter the manor house.
I am now realizing that I've spent absolutely zero time in the past 2 years thinking about what this manor looks like, when I could have had maps of it, and now I'm just like, that's a missed opportunity.
That's okay.
So it's,
Do you
it's
see? I believe. Do you have staff?
almost certainly.
Certainly, yeah. I think there's definitely an older
We
kobold
definitely
gentleman.
have guards.
Oh, okay. Definitely
'Cause-
guards.
Butlers and stuff.
Oh shit.
There are definitely guards of some kind.
Butlers
I don't know.
that are also guards.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love
Brought, like
Hunter
a tea
Hunter.
tray, like a tea cart, and then out from under the cart they pull like a sword or a crossbow.
I love Hunter Hunter.
You see an aging kobold gentleman.
Kobold.
Kobold, yes.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
I love kobolds.
He is surprisingly tall, both for a kobold and someone of his age. He is standing relatively upright. He is about the height of a dwarf. He has a short, scraggly tuft of hair in his chin. He is an orange kobold. And he is dressed in a little suit with a jacket.
Oh my god.
And he is holding he's leaning on a cane.
The cane turns into a sword.
Cane
Please
sword,
tell me the
cane
turns
sword.
into a sword. Perception check. Is the cane also a sword?
Make a perception check.
What is my fucking perception? Something good. Hold up. Hold up. 16.
He catches you looking, and there's a twinkle in his eye that says maybe. Maybe so.
Yes. Yes.
Hee.
But you open the door, and he is standing there. He's actually not standing there. He comes in from another room. Walks briskly. Sometimes he's walking with a cane, and sometimes he's leaning on it when he's standing. But when he's walking, you see he's holding the cane under his arm. Master Journey, it is a pleasure to see you once again in the house.
Theobald. It's a pleasure.
What is this name?
I don't know, Theobald. You gave me a kobold, I named it Theobald.
Yes! Theobald the Kobold! I need to write this
That's
down.
so funny. In my... Wait, is that even true? Never mind. That's inaccurate.
Okay. Yes. Your parents are in the sitting room.
Well, I imagine that's where I'll be heading immediately.
Would you like, you or your companions like tea or refreshments? And hello, Lady Mystery.
I look to Ellie and Willow. Would you like something to eat or drink?
I'm looking at Journey to see if the polite answer is yes or no.
Make an insight check.
I'm good at that.
I think I'm going to be making a persuasion check to try and convey that with my face.
Yes, sure.
The answer. That's a natural 20.
Okay.
Oh my god.
That's not a
total of
major.
29.
Mine is 28.
Okay, I think that you get it. What would you like to convey?
It's literally anything's good. It's literally, do you want something to something?
Okay.
Either is polite. It's do whatever you want.
I would love, because I don't think we stopped for breakfast.
No.
Nope.
I would love, some refreshments. If you have
Yeah.
any.
Wonderful. Tea,
Theobald,
coffee. Yes.
we didn't really have breakfast. If you could get us something to eat as well with that, I'd greatly appreciate that.
But of course.
Do I know what coffee is? Actually, yes, I am making an executive decision. I have
think we
heard of coffee.
discussed it like
A while ago.
Did we?
40
Did I
plus
have
sessions
any?
ago or something.
I don't think Willow had coffee. I think we would remember.
I think I want to see Willow on caffeine.
Okay.
I
I think this
Ellie
will fix
also
everything that's wrong
drinks
with me.
I'll just take some tea and whatever easy to eat light breakfast there is.
Wonderful.
I'll take whatever you have that's sweet.
And tea or coffee, miss?
Coffee.
Wonderful. And for you, young gentleman.
Coffee as well.
Very good, very good.
I'm just gonna like introduce. Like I'm gonna take Tybalt aside and like give and tell him that this is Willow and this is Ellie, just so that he knows that for the future.
He knows. Okay, you have let
Yeah.
him know. Mystery also will ask Tybalt for some coffee. But she will not take any refreshments because she's eaten already. She's been up for a while.
So, Mystery, how goes your venture into the world of the Intelligencers?
She reaches into her she reaches like into a pocket of her small little vest, and she brings out a signet ring. Which has, does Journey know the symbol of the Intelligencers?
Yeah.
Which has the sigil of the Intelligencers on it.
Yeah. The whispered word, I think I decided to call it because that's a fun name.
It is a fun name.
So it might be some design of. There's probably other things, but there's probably some circles and a W in the design somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow! Congratulations! When did this happen?
Pretty recently. I've got.
Are you? Which branch are you working for? Are you doing more of the spying thing, more of the official, acrobatics and enforcing? Like, what's your title? Come on.
For me to know and you to find out. If that tells you anything.
It tells me that what I'm going to have to do is shit. Oh, sorry, God damn it! Stop.
Oh no.
What that tells me is I'm going to have to ask Entropy if I want anything useful.
Go right ahead. I don't remember who Entropy is, but I know that
Entropy is she's the friend and the
intelligence
pre-existing intelligencer. Yeah.
Yes.
Friend or friend?
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay, interesting.
Friends
Okay.
with friend of Mystery and friend of Journey.
Okay.
Friend or friend?
Friend.
Well, that's the kind of thing that needs to be discovered in game. So you're just gonna have to.
Fuck you.
Well, that's for me. That's for Nemo to know and you to find out.
I guess.
Or Nemo to find out, I guess.
Man, Journey was worried about the Journey's family prying into romance when he should have been worried about Ellie and Willow.
So true.
Absolutely.
I'm grinning like a fool right now. Okay.
Then you can ask her yourself.
I know
Willow is watching. I
don't
can't speak
know,
for Ellie,
you
but Willow
don't
was watching
know,
the
I know something
interactions
you don't
between
know.
Journey and Mystery like this is TV.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Soap opera.
Absolutely.
I'm fascinated.
Literally.
And you are
because we've never seen Journey like this.
Yeah. They are Journey and Mystery are heading off in the direction of the sitting room, and I am assuming you are following them. Tybalt has set off in a different direction, but presumably will be back relatively shortly with your meals. Yes, so you enter the sitting room. There is, oh my god, I'm trying to think about what the room looks like.
Probably, comfy chairs, carpets, paintings. There's definitely going to be a music stand in a corner, if not multiple.
Is there a grand piano? Is there a rich person giant grand piano?
No. The grand
I don't think there is. No. Yeah, the grand piano is in the music room.
Okay.
Of course,
Good to know.
Room.
Of course, there's a music
My
room.
mistake. Is there a small piano in this room for the guests?
No, I don't think
a harpsichord.
So. I don't think there is.
Okay.
I think actually maybe what you see is a small tinkering station where there seems to be like the beginning of someone like trying to make a harpsichord, but it does not.
Oh shit.
Um, and Mayhem and Death are sitting there in big comfy chairs, and in between them is a large, low, like coffee table.
Yeah.
You see, um, you don't see the remains of their breakfast because
That was elsewhere.
Hmm?
That was elsewhere.
because that was elsewhere, but you do see mostly finished cup for Death of tea and for Mayhem of coffee.
Trying to find their ages. I know how old they are. I have their birthdays. I'm just like,
Calculating.
there's a piece of paper where I have how old they are written down. I just don't know where the fuck it is. And I'm frustrated at my lack of organization. Hold on.
No worries.
I will master this.
I am sure you will.
Where is it? I know it exists. Why can't I find it?
I can calculate it if you'd like. I'm capable of doing some math.
Is it there? It's not there. I have so many. I have like 3 or 4 different things with their names on it, just not actually with how old they are. I'm like, that's not helpful to me. I think they're in their early. Hold on, it's 26, 36 right now.
Yes, they're around 54.
Yeah, they're 53 and 54 respectively.
Okay. Would
I
you
guess.
describe them
they're
for us?
sure.
Yes.
Death is probably the slightly shorter of the two, and I think he probably actually has a kind of his skin is probably a shade of red that is very, very dark, like it might be mistaken for black in poor lighting. And his horns look very much like Journey's, the kind of flowing back and up to the point ones. He's got Journey's black hair, and which is probably graying a little bit in a few places. He would, I think, have a beard of some kind, probably a very neatly trimmed one, at most a goatee. But even that might be a little bit much.
And that's your dad?
This is my dad. Yeah, this is Death. Who is kind of lithe also in a, like, he would, if he's sitting, you might see that before he looks up, his fingers are probably drumming some pattern or another on the armchair that I imagine he's sitting in. And he would be wearing, he would probably be sitting quite straight and good form, wearing very, very nice kind of formal clothes, and he would have, some, jewelry, some shades of like red and blue and black, I think. Mayhem is Journey's mother. She is the one who has Journey's eyes, the silver eyes. She has probably a lighter red skin tone, probably lighter than Journey's. Her horns, I think, are slightly more vertical. Like if they were standing next to each other, I think her head would be slightly taller than the top of his head, but her horns also reach a little taller. She's probably wearing clothes which are a mix of looking nice and being sturdy and very functional. Before, they'd probably be sitting, at a table, just chatting with each other. Death would be the one, tapping on the chair. Her eyes might be straying over to the table with the not yet constructed harpsichord. That her mind running upon some new plan. Probably I can imagine her like twisting a ring around her finger while she's thinking. She would actually almost certainly have pieces of paper in front of her and things written down, sketches of projects of one kind or another. Journey's probably actually a little bit surprised to see the harpsichord being designed, because when last he left, that was not one of the many types of crafting. Well, no, I mean, definitely she's capable in it. It's just not one that she spent a ton of time doing before. That's. I don't think she'd be wearing a dress. I think she'd be wearing, work, pants that are nice and, formal, but also work for, complex things and aren't going to get caught on anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think Death's eyes are probably gold. They both would be sitting with a quiet and almost profound comfort with each other. Very comfortable. And her hair, hold on. Her hair is probably brown, I want to say. It would be styled in some way, either braided or done up into a very fancy kind of, folded, hair bun thing of some kind. But it's definitely long. Like she's someone who's like, yes, I'm about practical things, but I'm still gonna look my finest while I'm doing it.
Classy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of blanking on other descriptions, but that's what's coming to mind.
No,
That was
yeah,
pretty thorough.
that's pretty
Yeah.
thorough and wonderful. Yeah. I think as I think Mystery enters the room and immediately goes to uh give like the same sort of like hands around the neck from the back hug to your mother and father as she goes in, and they turn around and see you. And
Do they appear surprised?
they are surprised. They appear
I
to
think you two need to invest in better spies. And I'm going
First
to
thing
have
you said to your parents.
I'm gonna have
Damn.
I'm gonna have a big grin and kind of stride forward and give them both hugs.
Didn't you hear? We've got the pride. We've got a new, the new pride of the intelligences right in our own home.
I did hear, and that's why I think you need some better ones.
Oh,
At that point, I'm probably going to instinctively dodge.
yeah. Mystery tries to hit you immediately. She misses because you have dodged very well. You know how this goes, and
Yeah.
she wasn't trying very hard.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna give them both like very kind of, it's the hug that starts out, a hug and then is a very tight hug and then is a regular one again. It's good to see you both.
it's so good to see you, Journey. What brings you home? Are you I see you've brought your friends, so
Yes.
I doubt that your business will keep you here for very long, but I'm so excited. We're both
wait,
so happy to have you home, for at least
it's
a
good
little
to
while.
good to be home. I do want to introduce you to my friends,
Yes,
and
please.
I'm turning around. Ellie, I gesture, and Willow. These are my parents. I point to this is my father, Death, and this is my mother, Mayhem.
I curtsy.
I bow
Uh,
very awkwardly.
Yeah, the curtsy is a little bit not a good curtsy.
Yeah.
It's a very fast curtsy.
Good,
Yeah.
good. Mayhem will do a smaller, a less elaborate curtsy in return. Death will do like a half bow, and then laugh. Please, none of that. None of that among friends.
I hope you don't mind. The method of our transportation did not allow us to really stop for breakfast before we arrived, so I've asked Tailbold to get us something.
Oh, wonderful. Would you like to adjourn to the dining room, or will this be suitable? There's definitely enough space. There's definitely chairs.
I think this would be fine, unless my friends would greatly prefer to go to the dining room, and I'm gonna look questioningly.
I think Ellie's still just kind of in awe of just like, this is just a sitting room.
Yeah, I just sort of shrug, like, I don't care.
I'm like, I'm
I mean, the pillows here seem very nice.
Uh,
And I am.
Yes.
I don't have manners, so
Icon.
I'm walking over to a chair and like pressing on the pillows. I'm feeling every piece of furniture in this room.
you will see. I think. There are places on the walls where the eye goes to more when there are paintings there.
Mhm.
And one that is there is a painting of Death, probably in like a concert hall of some kind,
Whoa.
playing a lute and an instrument and having a big grin on his face, and probably put away to the side, still on a wall, but in a place where your eyes would not fall unless you were scanning the room, is what's probably an official portrait of Death as, noble of the family.
So I go over, I look at the painting, and then I turn around. Death, Journey tells us you're a talented musician. While we're here sometime, I'd love to hear you play.
Of course, of course. Journey. What a lovely thing to say about your old man. Oh. Anyway, don't get him started. And she is also smiling. I love having to have a conversation where there's 3 NPCs and I have to be all of them and they're all talking
Yep.
to one another. It's great. It's great.
Yeah. It's even better over Discord.
Mhm.
It is even better over Discord, in it. Yes. Well, I don't believe I have. And he looks like he's patting down his pockets trying to find something. And he pulls out a violin out of nowhere. Absolutely did it with magic.
Yes. Wait,
Ellie's
he's
just
a
like,
bard?
You don't know. He's an NPC.
Yeah.
He's an NPC.
NPCs.
He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah.
yeah.
He's Journey's dad. He doesn't have to have a class.
Although
Fair.
he does.
He has 2, right?
Class of Journey's dad.
Okay, he has 1, but the way I phrased it could probably make it sense that it seems like 2. It could be 2.
Okay.
Uh,
He's just a guy.
the phrase. Hold on. I need to type this to you because I don't know if you want to keep this secret or not.
I've seen it. It's in the thing, right?
Not what I'm writing,
Oh.
because
Ooh.
it's an explanation of a phrase that I wrote.
Ah. Oh. Ah.
Ooh, ah.
Wow.
I was using fancy language that was not perhaps the best choice given the game we're playing.
No, that works. That works. But I think he's still able to do this. I
Yeah,
think it might
almost
not
certainly.
be. Yeah, yeah. I think he just. It might not even be that it's his magic, but it might just be enchanted clothing or something.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because he absolutely
Pocket
would.
of holding.
He's got a fucking violin pouch.
He's got a violin pouch.
A violin
Um,
pocket. He's got a violin
He's
pocket.
got a violin
Oh
pocket.
my god.
Extra dimensional space exactly sized for a violin.
Yep.
Yes.
You try to put anything else in there, it won't go. You put a violin in there, it will.
It can be any size violin, but it has
What
to
about
be a
a-
violin. Cannot
what
be a
about a
cello.
viola?
Cello.
Can it be a viola? Can it be a cello? It will know. It will know, and it will not let you. Anyway,
Damn.
I see.
he starts playing a What does he start playing? My first thought was the They Might Be Giants song violin, but that's really stupid
No.
No.
and really funny. That is not what he starts to play. Let's see. I'm going to roll to see what kind of tune.
Fantasy Vivaldi.
Does
Yeah.
Vivaldi
He
exist in
starts
Chthon?
playing a classical song. It is a relatively upbeat classical song. But it is definitely not like a folk song. So yeah, he started to play classical music.
Oh,
And
that's
he was like
happening.
very animated as he was like going to do it, but now he's like become more composed once he started playing the song that is like song of being more composed. A song that you have to be composed while you're playing. If you are glance, it will pick up at some point, and he does go a little bit ham when that happens, but that's just happening in the background. He's doing that now.
Okay.
Mystery, you pointed out quite rightly that I missed your birthday, and so I have something for you here. And I take out a jewelry box, and I hand it to her, both as a present and an apology.
She opens it.
Inside there is a silver necklace with a little pendant in it that has a little latch box, a kind of little secret compartment inside it.
She fastens it around her neck immediately and throws her arms around you again in a hug.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll forgive you this time. You're
Thank
bringing
you.
everyone back for the next one, right?
Thank you. Oh, official one. I'm sorry.
You'll bring everyone back for the next birthday, right? I mean, if they're fun enough, if they've put up with you for this long, they must be fun enough.
Oh, she's asking whether I'm going to bring Ellie and Willow to the next birthday party. Right? Is that what I'm getting?
Yes.
Okay.
She's mostly asking if you're going to come, but she's like, also, your friends are here,
yeah.
so it'd be weird not to say that they can come.
Well, I certainly hope to be back here for the next one. I will not speak for my friends, and certainly the winds blow us different ways. But I turn to two of them. If you happen to be free when the next birthday occurs, you are welcome to join. I'll let you know when that is.
Sure.
Yeah, it's if it changes.
I mean, if the world's still turning, then. Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha. He like nudges her.
Willow, make a deception check.
Oh, what?
Deception check.
Deception?
Yeah.
I'm trying to lean into the fact that my charisma sucks ass.
Jeez, thank
11.
God.
I should also.
You can
Wait,
also
sorry, you said deception?
yes.
Yeah, 11.
Ellie, you may make one as well.
Can I distract from that?
Oh,
Yes.
deception for Ellie.
I
Can you hear
Wow.
the dog losing it in the background?
A little bit.
Okay.
don't need you
okay.
to roll to distract. That just will give disadvantage.
To the insight thing.
Yeah.
Where's my? Is all my shit? So. That's gonna be 15.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yes. Mayhem will step in. Mystery, you can stop harassing your brother and his guests for a moment. You won't perish if you do. Come sit
Oh
down.
my god, that's perfect. Sorry, that's sorry.
You're allowed.
You won't perish if you do. Oh my god, that's the best. Sorry. Okay.
You're allowed.
Ah,
No.
It's all right. It's fun to see Journey like this.
He
gets a little
doesn't open
stuffy
up.
on the road. You know how he is,
Mhm.
I assume.
Oh. Stuffy, my journey. I never. And she is smiling.
they exaggerate.
We don't.
I am
Don't.
the picture of joviality and amicability.
Mm-hmm.
Of course you are, my dear. I have never known you to be otherwise.
You're a
Uh,
party animal, practically.
Practically.
Mm.
Why,
I'm
I
afraid.
believe we've had to ground him several nights from all the partying.
I'm afraid I did not inherit those genes from my
I
father.
lean over to Ellie and I whisper, "What's grounding?
I'll tell you later.
Do they bury him?
No, he just can't leave the house.
Oh,
It's like a punishment.
why?
What I would love to hear from my son on his own adventures, but we have all the time in the world for that when he is home for good, if he chooses. I would like to hear from both of you. How did you come to meet Journey?
Sort of by accident.
We sort of
Really?
stumbled across each other in the same tavern in Last Gate. Ended up on a bit of a mission quest together,
And
and then just kept ending up on quests together.
pretty much.
That is how adventuring parties tend to form, so I have heard. I have not had I wouldn't quite say luxury of participating, but what I hear is along those lines. They are this mission quest thing.
Oh, shush you.
Very fine and well. I suppose poking fun at one's own son is one thing, but I shall give his friends a little bit of a grace period.
Oh, that was Arak to Nemo.
Oh, that would have been really funny as Journey, though.
No. Sorry. Sorry for the confusion.
And you both, if you don't mind my asking, where do you hail from? What found you out on the road?
Well, I'm from near Last Gate, and I was looking for my mother.
Oh, goodness. You were? Have you found her?
Oh yes, I found her.
She does not ask further about that.
Thank God. That's a mess. That's a whole fucking mess. And I think if her insight's good, it's on my face that it's a whole fucking mess.
Yeah, I don't think she needs to. I think it's a whole fucking mess, and that I think that she understands well enough that it's a whole mess, and she's not gonna say anything because she was brought up good. She knows
Okay.
what not to say. Sometimes. And you, Ellie, was it?
Yes. Sorry, give me 1 second.
No worries.
Rita, go. Oh. Sorry.
It's how it
My
goes.
cat was in the door. And I was like, I can't do this right now. Okay, sorry. My dad was in the door as soon as I started talking. I was like, shit. I hail from right outside of or in the mountains of Byra, in Yama.
Wonderful.
I was traveling for the sake of traveling, and I'm gonna make a deception joke because that's not true. That's a natural 20.
Holy
Woo!
shit. Not a major. Yeah. Wonderful. Traveling for traveling's sake is quite lovely. I have been myself been on a few trips outside of the city, but they have all been wonderful. And she turns to look at her husband. And I think that I think Willow,
Finishes
you've
with a
definitely
flourish.
seen.
Finishes the piece with a flourish.
He finishes the piece with a flourish, and
I'm asking. I'm not.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
they could do that. Both of their eyes go to a picture on the wall, which seems to be a portrait of them. Let me find. I need to have the map open. Which seems to be a picture of them. On a beach. A portrait of them on a beach somewhere. That is definitely not Rome.
How did the two of you meet?
That's in my notes. Let me find it.
They met at the university.
They met in university. Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes, we met in university. I was a brash young man, always with a song in my heart, so to speak. And I met a beautiful craftswoman who made me many beautiful things. And he also smiles at his children. And then here we are. At this point, Tybalt comes in with, actually, Tybalt, there is another, there are two platters that Tybalt brings in. He is carrying the tea and coffee on one, and you see, the other one seems to be floating
Ooh.
beside him. And but you do see, as you come closer, you see a little bit of like a warp uh around, and it seems to be an unseen servant. Who
Oh,
is in
cool.
the same shape, the same size of shape.
Yes.
A kobold shaped unseen servant. Who is
The
holding.
best shape.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
Kobolds are the ideal body shape.
they are so.
They certainly claim so.
They are the ideal. They're right though. Um,
Why would you not want to be just a little tiny dragon?
Little guy. Anyway, he comes in with the drinks and the food. It is what food is it for Willow? He is bringing an and sort of like an egg custard pastry.
Oh,
Ooh.
yes.
Um,
Yes. Yes. Wait, can it be like those like when you order a chocolate croissant, but then it's actually a Nutella croissant?
Ooh.
Sure. He brings you a
That's
Nutella croissant.
yes.
Um,
Yes. Actually, no, the custard's fine. Custard's fine. Egg custard thing is fine.
okay. I was gonna have like a whole theme where it's like a bunch of eggs, but I mean, if you really
Okay.
want Nutella, no,
No.
I don't care. I don't care that much. Um, Journey and Ellie, each of you receive a platter of it is a two sunny side up eggs with a piece of thick-seeded toast.
Ooh.
And a few thin. They're not quite slabs, but it's a little bit like they're like the size of like little jerky pieces in that shape, but they're like bacon. It's not like dried. It's like fresh bacon. So like little thin slabs of meat. Yeah, that is brought to you.
Journey, why was I given 3 separate forks?
Thank you, Theobald. Oh.
Theobald bows. Actually,
Thank you,
Theobald will
Theobald.
also. No. Did
Thanks.
Ellie want tea or coffee?
I think he said coffee.
Okay, great. Because I was gonna say, Theobald knows what tea Journey likes, but if anyone else asked for tea, there would have been choices.
Oh wait, there's options.
I mean,
I want to see Willow on caffeine.
there's caffeinated teas, but Journey.
I know, but I
gets
think Willow
his
is an
tea
herbal tea person.
with the tea bag already taken out of it. Steve, just you like anything else? Sir, lady, is there anything else I may get for you while I am here? I forgot his voice. No, thank you, Theobald. We are doing quite well. And Mystery will pick up her coffee. Cheers! And she will, down about half of it. And shake her head.
Did the coffee come with like cream and sugar?
Yes, Mystery does not take any cream or sugar.
Willow takes a sip of her tea. No, coffee. Willow takes
Yeah.
exactly 1 sip of her coffee, sets it down, dumps like 3 teaspoons of sugar and like enough milk in there that it's more milk than coffee.
Now it looks
Then
like
takes
tea.
another
Yeah.
sip and nods satisfied.
Have you had coffee, Willow?
No.
Oh dear, I had not thought of that. Well, enjoy, if you, I suppose.
It's more bitter than I was expecting. It smells like it's going to be sort of nutty, but then it's like it's bitter. But this is
Mhm.
tasty with all the milk and the sugar.
Indeed.
Would you like some chicory? I believe we probably have some.
Oh,
lying around the
yes.
kitchen. Theobald. Theobald comes back in. Would you mind preparing or just bringing to young Miss Willow over here a bit of chicory for her coffee right away?
Is that a thing where you put chicory in coffee?
It is kind of a thing. I'm making it up a little bit how it's implemented, but it's a
Oh,
thing.
apparently chicory coffee is a thing.
It is a thing. This is
But it's
probably not.
made from
This is not how it happens, but this is a fantasy
Frank
world,
Gold
so it can
plays
happen like
coffee.
this.
Interesting.
It can happen like this because this isn't real.
Yep.
I love it when things aren't real, so it can be whatever.
I
But
think
yeah,
Willow's a little bit like unsure about the whole wait staff situation and having people go fetch things. Because, like, that is not a thing in the Singing Wood. So I think when, like, Theobald, when she's offered the chicory, I think she does sort of this weird, awkward, like, bounce in her chair, like she's gonna go stand up and get it herself. Like, she's gonna follow Theobald. Like, he'll just show her where to get it, but then she realizes that she's not supposed to do that, and she sits back down.
nobody says anything about that. I don't think, unless Journey wants to say something about it.
Well, I was just thinking that maybe, this is reminding Willow of various restaurants we've been in.
Yeah, but that
'Cause
was
of-
like a different kind of vibe.
Yeah. Different vibes, similar, actions.
It's just like most of the places we've been, the restaurant, like the kitchen is right there.
Right, that makes sense. Sorry, I wasn't super sure what was going on there, just because I had a bit of a yaring thing going on.
No.
You're good.
So.
So yeah, Journey's gonna dig in and thank you tables kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Ellie's already halfway done with his toast.
And actually, if Death has finished playing, Journey will actually, before also, Father, since I missed your birthday as well, I have this for you as well. And I pass him another jewelry box.
He will take it excitedly and look around and says, well, I believe Mystery already had present opening time, so I believe it's my turn. And he flips it open with both hands. With both thumbs.
In there is a gold necklace with an obsidian piece on it.
He will not put it directly on.
Yeah, no, of
but
course
he will
not.
close it and slip it into his pocket. And thank you. A very thoughtful gift. Now, I believe your mother is done interrogating our guests, so it's my turn. Where were you? You don't have to tell us all of your business. But I am sure if you don't have anything interesting to tell us, your friends might.
Oh, everywhere.
Everywhere.
Practically.
We've
done a lot of walking and also boats.
We've been around a lot of Yama.
Ah, yes. The continent. The big one, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
And as Death is doing this mystery, Mayhem has finished her coffee and is actually going to sort of pseudo excuse herself and go towards, and we'll start to clean up some things from the harpsichord project in the corner. Not like working on it actively, but kind of trying to tidy it up. She wasn't quite expecting company, but now knowing the company is here, she knows that she probably won't have time to work on it for a while. So she will begin to pack as much as she can away. While Death will continue to talk to you.
Yeah, we did spend a good amount of time in Yama. That was, ranging from one place to another. We spent some time. Recently, we were in Idan for some good amount of time, waiting for our ship to Last Gate.
Beautiful city.
Yes, it reminded me somewhat of the docks. All those canals.
Yes, the canal city.
When we first arrived on Yama, we went to a place I believe called Tirana.
Tirana. Yes, Port City.
I
Can't say I've
well,
been myself.
yes, we sailed there, but that was.
Good lord, you sailed? I was under the impression that you flew.
I haven't mastered that yet, Father. We shall need one of Mother's contraptions for that.
Well, I'm sure she can craft something for you, but it may take some years for the others. Unless... Young lady, do you do, by any chance, druidic magic?
Oh, yes, I fly.
Ah, yes. So,
I can fly.
well, perhaps we can see about enabling a carrying capacity for our flying contraption. And then no one shall be out of luck. But for now, we must rely on the capabilities of boats.
We while in Yama during the fall festival, Arik can't remember the title of the Festival of Harvests, was it? I think.
I think it was just Harvest Festival or Deep Harvest.
Hold
Deep Harvest
on.
is the month.
Festival of Harvest.
Hold on. Festival of Harvest, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We participated in that was Adura, right? No, that was Gadu.
Got
Wait.
you.
That was Gatu.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Got
I
it.
don't think you've been to Adura,
Mm-mm.
or if you were, it was
Uh,
very brief.
no, we talked about it. We talked about going there. We might have gone there, but I don't think we ended up because we went to Anala
Yes.
after the Temple of Jur.
Yeah, we went up.
Yeah, we went up and then left rather than down, then up, then left. And it was a combat tournament, and I had a wonderful time. Ellie, you'd been in those before, right? Do I remember that?
Yes, I did them yearly and also seasonally. Journey was very good. I think you should do it more often.
I agree.
Well, tournaments in Rome are, I'm sure, less thrilling. At least the official ones. And I cannot, in good conscience, encourage any unlawful behavior. Certainly not with an intelligencer under my roof.
Insight check.
Yeah, Ellie also insight check.
I don't
Oh,
think
I
you
didn't
need
do so
to.
good. It's a
Oh,
12.
12.
Mm. 2.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not really well either. He's joshing.
Mm.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
everybody, I feel like it's like everyone knows there's underground fighting rings because, like, you can't do anything about there being underground fighting rings. Also, nobody gives that much of a shit about underground fighting
Mhm.
rings because there's other stuff to deal with. But he's not encouraging it, but he's also not discouraging it.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
Gotcha.
given what you know about Mystery, unlikely that she would care.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel like the vibe I'm getting is that she would be more
She-
likely to join them.
She would know where they are.
She'd bet on them. I don't think she would join them, but she would bet on
Mm.
them for sure.
Yeah.
I think she knows where they are.
The more common public displays of combat in Rome tend to be duels between offended people between different houses of some kind or another. Even those aren't common.
Yes.
Wow.
I try to be avoided with lengthy meetings and exchanges of calling cards. Very
Why?
passive aggressive exchanges of calling cards.
I feel like it would just be easier if they dueled.
You would, wouldn't you? But that's not how things are done.
If they dueled, there's a chance either one of them could be embarrassed. And people take steps to avoid that possibility.
Embarrassed
Mayhem
about
calls
what?
over her shoulder. That's right, dear. There is. Appearances are nearly everything in Rome. They are a large part of it, to be sure. It is. Well, to lose would be humiliating for you and for your family name. And also,
Can't you
if
just
the
try again
nature.
later?
Whatever for, the matter would have been settled. Once the duel is over and the winner has been declared, there is no recourse for the loser. That is what they have tried to avoid dueling. If there can be any recourse, it must be done before dueling happens. Once so public an altercation occurs, nothing can be done. At least not for a generation.
This seems complicated.
It is quite. It has taken me a lifetime to learn it, and there are still some things which I don't know. But I seem to have at least a better handle on it than Death. Fortunately, he has me around. I am fortunate every day, my darling.
Oh, I did want to ask, we will be staying in Rome for at least a week, I can imagine. Potentially more, potentially much more. And I was wondering whether it would be okay if Ellie and Willow stayed here with us, so we didn't have to go about setting them up somewhere in some inn somewhere in the city. Perhaps them in the guest quarters.
Some inn.
Some inn.
Well, what do you know? This is mystery again. Well, what do you know? I've invited all of my girlfriends over for a month-long sleepover. So no, you're gonna have to put your friends in an inn. So sorry.
I kind of just look at look at Mystery, and there's something. There's a raised eyebrow. There's a smile. There's a severe look, all in a single expression.
Yeah!
Sibling look.
Siblingism.
Sibling look.
Oh, I'd love to
It's-
meet your friends, Mystery.
Sibling look.
Mayhem says, I'll have table to prepare a couple of guest rooms in the wing. Are there any in particular? Any light preferences? Do you mind waking with the sun?
I like
That's-
windows. I like light.
Yeah, that's fine.
Wonderful.
I'm like a plant. I photosynthesize. Like all druids.
May not be ready until the evening, but most certainly you are welcome to stay.
Journey is going to mention an area of the manor and suggest that area be where their rooms are, and that area is strategically one of the safest places in the manor. Like, that's something that Death and almost certainly Mayhem, and probably by now Mystery, would know. But I'd like them to be here. You know, I think that would be a good place.
Very well. Death smiles very warmly at you, knowing why you have chosen this and being proud of you.
Can I insight to see if I catch that?
Yes, you may.
I would also like to insight.
What would this? Would this be? Would I be rolling for this? Would this be? I don't know whether I was trying to deceive
I
exactly.
think we're gonna see.
19.
3.
19.
3.
3?
3 and 19.
Willow
was a
I
19.
think you know that Journey is emphasizing this place for a reason, but I don't think you know why.
Right.
Because I just don't think there was any way for Willow to know.
No, yeah.
But you do know that Journey has selected this place where your rooms will be for a reason, and his father has approved of this reason.
Cool.
Ellie's like, cool, a room.
Sounds legit.
Ellie's getting a room.
Ellie's getting a room. He doesn't have to sleep in an inn. It's all he's been sleeping in for the last 2 years.
Willow will sleep fucking anywhere.
Mystery, no, like, going back to you saying that you want to meet Mystery's friends. Oh, sure. Do you mind? Just listen.
Huh?
We are gonna have a girls' night relatively soon. If you want, you can bring my brother and your other friend, Ellie. Yeah.
Well, if it's a girls' night only, I have an acquaintance who's also a girl.
Holy shit!
Ellie goes, yeah, you should bring her. I think that would. I think that she would like that.
I elbow him like really hard.
Mystery clock.
Like,
100%
harder
she
than
clocked
should
this.
be, like, too hard.
Oh, you and
I'm just
Entropy will
stating
get
the
along
facts.
famously. Bring her.
Actually,
Later
never
this
mind. This is a bad idea. I don't want to impose.
Oh my god. You are not imposing. Please. I'll tell you the details later this week. We haven't fully decided. Some people might be figuring out work schedules. You know how
I
it
have
is.
never been to a girls' night. I don't actually know what that is.
God. Okay, yeah, you're coming. Bring your friend if you want, but you have to be there. I
Okay.
know where you're gonna sleep, so you're going.
Well, I'm looking forward to it.
So am I. It'll be really nice. Listen. Ugh, Rome girls, you don't know. Oh, I'm
I
so
don't
glad
know.
you don't know.
Oh
Anyway,
God.
Willow, if at any point during the night you feel uncomfortable, you should be perfectly comfortable leaving.
Okay. I guess I'll bring friends for strategic reasons only.
um,
I'll ask her. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Speaking of which,
You'll be fine. Gail used to do that sometimes with her friends. It's mostly just loud, but it seems like everyone's having a really good time.
Well,
speaking
sounds
of which,
fun.
there is a colleague of mine who is in the city somewhere. She is an Aarakocra, and a while ago she was going to be in Rome before I was, and I gave her a letter, basically telling the two of you that she comes with my blessing, basically. And if she hasn't arrived already, at your door, I just wanted to let you know that she exists. And that does in fact here. We're going to be trying to find her some point, either today or tomorrow, to catch up and see what's been going on since we've been traveling here.
oh, I think I know. Disquiet has been talking about her recently.
I'm sorry, what was that?
The mystery pipes up again and says, "Oh, what's her name? I think I might know."
Her name was Bennu.
Yes. Oh my god. Yes. Disquiet was talking about this out of town friend. And I think it is her. That name sounds right. Aarakocra. Yes.
Did she have an owl with her?
I don't know.
She better have had an owl with her.
I'm sure it's fine, Willow.
Roll deception, Willow.
What am I decepting?
I know she's rolling insight. I don't think you're deceiving. I think she's rolling insight, and she hasn't rolled a great insight, so that's fine.
She should get better at insight.
She should get better at insight, but if she rolls ass, there's not a lot she can do.
That's fair.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a name. Is there an inn that you've named?
There is no inn that I have named. There are no actual places that I've named except like official important, centers of power, and there's no inn that is a center of power.
I mean, obviously, yeah, that would make sense. Okay, I just wonder if you were naming a place that was a center of power. Not a center of power. Listen, inns can be fun.
Inns can be fun, yeah.
Where would an inn be?
There definitely be a bunch of inns in the Strays.
Okay.
On the docks. There probably actually wouldn't really be any in. There'd probably be some in the Amber Ward, just not in District 16 where we are, because that's where the manor houses are.
Yeah.
And you don't have inns with the manor houses.
No, you don't.
There are almost certainly in like places, places to rent room and board in the Spark locale. They're probably not luxurious, and they're right up against other buildings. I can imagine there being some in there might be some in Amity. What's in Amity? The Hall of Records is in Amity. 1428 Hospital. The prison.
No.
Oh boy.
12 and 27.
Combination
Privy Council
prison and bed and breakfast.
and
Mm.
I don't think there are any in Amity. No, actually, I tell a lie. There would almost certainly be some inns in Amity. The Amber Ward would have places to stay, but not for like rent. That there'd be places where like dignitaries from like ambassadors from other places would be staying. The Lore District would have places. Yeah, the Strays would. The Amity wouldn't. Other places are a strong maybe, except Mandate, probably. Mandate is military, basically. I'm just going up to the map and checking the numbers and scrolling down to see what fun things there are. Yeah. Yeah, there are inns in various places. The most inns are in the Strays.
Okay.
Without a doubt. Because that's where people arrive.
Yeah.
Like, you can arrive through the Court of Fire, but you really don't want to.
You ought not to. You oughtn't. Yeah, so Mystery says, yeah, I don't know where she's staying, but it's somewhere in the Strays, I think. Well, I mean, as if that narrows it down. Yeah, but I think, I'm sure you're colleagues, so you can do whatever you need to do to get in contact, but, yeah.
That's great.
My first thought. For Twitch.
Not entirely unrealistic.
for Twitch, I put a picture of Gomez and Morticia Adams in the chat and said that it was Journey's parents. Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
Mystery
sure you can
Skin is
talk
probably a light. Mystery Skin is probably a lighter shade of Journeys, I think.
Thank you.
Sorry, I didn't see that.
You're fine.
Yeah, somewhere in the Strays. I'm sure you can get in contact because you're colleagues.
Yeah, yes, we can.
But
And failing that, I'll just ask someone who would know and would pay attention to these things.
I'm paying attention to these things.
No,
I
I mean,
literally told you where she is.
no, I mean,
Whatever.
if you insist on me being specific, I'll be specific, but I was talking about people who stay in the Stays a lot and pay attention to things there a lot.
She rolls her eyes. But she's letting it go.
Cool. Journey was talking about, spies with experience.
Oof.
I love
Ouch.
this. Obsessed with this.
And specifically ones who have official designations and areas to, pay attention to things.
Sibling violence.
Sibling on sibling violence.
Mm-hmm.
I'd win.
You sure?
Wow, that was instant.
Of
Okay.
course, it's funny.
I'd win. God.
Good.
Love this game.
So yeah, Journey's gonna kind of continue with a tale of various places they've been and things. he is going to kind of avoid the hell and fairy thing, for the moment at least.
Hard to ignore since we were there for a while, but that's okay.
Yeah, no, that's a conversation for later.
No, for sure.
I'm sure that they notice. The hell, I don't think they notice because that was not a long period of time. But I think they definitely notice as you skip over a large chunk of months. But they don't say anything. Mystery after this, after you've mentioned, Mystery was heading out of the room as you mentioned, Bennu. But then has fully headed out of the room.
Mystery is gone. Cool.
Mystery is gone. This is to make things easier for me, but also she has
yes,
things to do.
Absolutely. Well, it is wonderful to see you all again. I'm gonna call for, someone who's outside, and ask them to show, Ellie and Willow to their rooms. And I'm just gonna turn to Ellie and Willow and say, I just need to talk to my parents for a bit.
Yeah.
All right.
Of course.
Yeah.
We'll see you in a bit.
I'm trying to think about who the other like staff would be. I'm trying not to be like, listen, I love a kobold butler, but it can't just be him, and I don't like it if it's all kobolds, but I don't know who else it would be.
Most of the population of Rome is Asmar and
Or
tieflings. And that's not just the nobles by any means.
Yeah.
That's like most people.
Yeah. No, I think there's tieflings. That's mostly tieflings who are staffing the Obsidio household. So you see a demure tiefling woman will show Ellie and Willow to their rooms.
Yeah. And I'll say you should feel free to like wander around, people will get a little tetchy if you try to go into like the kitchens or areas that, they have to work in.
Wait, we can't go into the kitchens?
Hmm?
So we can't just like go get a snack.
No, just ask. If you go there, you can. But ask someone and they'll get something. Just stay out of the way because they have to work there.
Okay.
It is a big place. If you get lost, just
I don't get
flag
lost.
someone down and.
Sure you don't.
I don't. I have the wanderer trait.
Yeah.
I love the switch in voice.
Yeah. I don't.
Sorry.
I have the wanderer trait.
No, just like switching from Willow to Jess in the middle of the sentence was really good.
Was it that obvious?
Yeah, at least to me.
Incredible shit happening.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say, if you haven't left by the time I'm done talking to my parents, I'll come find you. And then we can talk about what we're doing next. But yeah.
All right, we'll have a good talk with your parents.
Yep. We'll be around.
I'll try to make sure Ellie doesn't get lost.
Ha.
I realized we haven't taken a break and it's been a long session. Do you want to take a break after Journey's conversation?
It's not it might be a quick conversation, but it might also be a long conversation. Let's take a break now.
Okay. So we will take a break. We cool to be back at 8:30, or do you need a little bit more time?
8:30 is fine.
8:30 is
good.
All right. We'll be back in a little bit.
See you, Twitch.
Bye, Twitch. Hello, we're back,
Crunch.
Munching.
munching and chaunting, and we are back.
That we are. Hi, Twitch.
All right. Journey has said, "Oh my goodness."
Oh, right. Thanks, I'd forgotten that.
Journey has sent his friends to discover their rooms while he has a conversation with his parents.
So Journey is going to sit down and kind of be like, kind of spend some time thinking about how to phrase this, and say,
Mayhem will actually stand up and close the doors of the room.
"Oh yeah,
Um,
so the two of you know, and of course Mystery does as well, that I some 2 or 3 years ago made a deal.
they nod.
I kept the nature of that deal somewhat secret, partially because I wasn't entirely sure how much I wanted outside influence, partially because I was under a bit of a emotional journey at the time, and I was being to get experience. My reason for leaving the city was not exactly a lie, but not entirely the truth either. And I think it is time to tell the two of you the nature of my deal, because it has a potential impact upon your safety, as well as an explanation for some holes that I'm sure you noticed in our recollections of the past.
As you're speaking, they've reached up. I think Death is sitting and Mayhem is standing. But she's reached up to put a hand on his shoulder, and he's reached up to put a hand on hers.
Yeah.
Just so you know, they're being cute.
Yeah, it's cute.
But
Journey
they have
is
like the worried parent face too.
yeah. Journey is going to take off a pendant that he has. It's technically, technically, it's a holy symbol, but that's not exactly how. It's not entirely clear how much.
Just a second.
Totally.
All right.
Everything okay?
Yes. So you have a holy symbol.
Yeah,
Sort of.
it's technically a holy symbol. It's never been actually super clear to me how much I actually need it, given my subclass.
Yeah.
Because if I were an architect of ruin, then I need it. I just don't really need it now. But regardless, I will. Yes, it is an unholy symbol. Thank you, Jess. And I'm just gonna take it off and put it on the coffee table and say, this is the sigil, I guess you could say, of the Demon King Vinaya, with whom I made contact with. And perhaps would be the holder of my contract, although it's somewhat murkier than that. I do not have a contract in the way most people have contracts with demons.
Hell seems to have more frequent use of you than others in my experience.
Yes, that is exactly it, and thank you. That helps me explain it a bit. I guess you could call it. I don't know if either of you have ever heard this term. It's all right if you haven't. I'm what is called an illrigger, um, which is a mortal agent of hell, who does whose job essentially is to further the goals of the entirety of hell, not just one particular king, and to act somewhat independently of the various political squabblings of the demons. I gain some power from this role uh, in the manner of those who worship the divine, or similar to that, I suppose you could say. My becoming an illrigger itself was a relatively recent addition to my interactions, a full member of the illrigger corps, before I left to explore to gain strength. I spent a lot of time after I first made the deal, but before I left, that is, I spent a lot of time maneuvering and proving myself useful, and I have acquired. Well, I've acquired nobility. I'm a count of hell, and Journey, is a little proud of that. Visibly, it's not. He's not preening, but these two people, out of
They
any
know
two people on
exactly.
Chthon, know exactly how Journey is feeling. And soon I might even be a marquis. And he kind of gives Death in particular a little bit of a smile at that. But one of the more particular aspects, Journey turns more serious, of Ilriger's goals is to maintain the balance of influence upon Chthon between Hell and Fairy, and to not let the influences of Fairy get too firm a grip upon this plane, upon this world. Through my travels and my across Chthon, is that apparent? Who is about to interrupt Journey, which is because
Yes.
Arik can't see and has to rely on. So
Wait, Arik can't see that
shush.
Arik can't see Journey's parents in real?
Yeah.
Yes. Mayhem. I assume you are about to tell us that is why you missed your family's birthday.
That is precisely the reason. My companions and I,
No way of telling, truly.
yes, we lost something like 6 weeks in there. Was that right? 6 weeks?
6 months.
6 months. Okay. Yeah. No. Okay. I thought it was months, but I was like, is that too much? Was it weeks? I don't remember. We lost about 6 months.
I know I calculated it in terms of weeks, but it was like, 6.
We entered Fairy in early winter, and exited during the Festival of Flowering. And that is,
Quite a
yes,
few
why.
years.
Yes, indeed. And I.
We are.
It is possible that I would have missed birthdays anyway, given other things, but it was not
Harder
so
to
much.
write on another plane, I do understand.
Yes. And the
We are very
reason.
glad
Yes,
you
continue.
have returned, and that after your time in Fairy, you have come to see us. And I am grateful too that it only took 6 months from you, for it could have taken much more.
Indeed, it is not a place I shall be traversing again anytime soon if I have any say in it. Duty and other things that are not mine to disclose drove me there. And I left as soon as I could. The reason I return is in part, yes, because I have missed all of you. And it is good to see all of you again, but also because of some planar machinations whose players are currently in Rome. And I must see what I can learn from them and thwart them if I can.
This is the business of hell.
Journey
And
nods.
thus your business as well.
And I tell you because I think it might be prudent to increase security somewhat. Keep a
You are
firmer grip on
directly the
stuff.
target of demons or Fairy. Directly. Of some counter agents, yes? This is what you are saying.
Journey. Journey actually will think about that. Because he's met the Marquis Amon. And he's seen Alion, but he kind of did his best to stay hidden.
Mm-hmm.
And then basically introduced himself to Nalim and then killed Nalim.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point, Jess. And so Journey says, I might not be yet, but there's a strong possibility that I will rapidly become one if I'm not already.
As you have started to say increased security, Mayhem has broken off and has started to go over towards her work area and is starting to write a letter. Is paying attention, but is also writing a letter.
I will also say, perhaps I should have found a way to tell you this before you accepted my request to house my companions, but
Nonsense.
Willow
There
also
would not be a safe
seems to
place
be.
in Rome.
Willow also seems to be the target of some Fey Lord or something. Arek is actually having trouble remembering right now. but also Journey wouldn't be specific because not his tale to tell. Willow seemed of interest to various parties. Yeah, that's right. The target of some Fey Lord because of various overcomplicated reasons. I am trying to give you as much information as I feel is prudent, and also not tell you enough to make you significantly more targets, save that you know me. But
Did anyone besides your sister mark your coming into the city? Who was aware of it?
yes, we teleported in the Tower of Magecraft, whatever that's called. And Journey will say we were teleported in by a friend of ours, not a friend of ours, the three of us, that we met outside Rome. There was a
You trust them enough to teleport you to your city. So I'm
yes,
assuming
indeed.
they are of no consequence in this matter.
No, but they were friends with a noble of House Rhododendra, who was present upon our arrival.
Interesting. We shall... I can see what... well, I can see what can be done to keep tabs on this young noblewoman. What was the name?
Rhododendra, Tati Rhododendra, if my memory serves.
Very good, very good. You got that, dear? I've got it.
And after that, we acquired a steamsicle, and no, we got a carriage and came straight here. I did not observe any spies noting our progress, though some people seemed interested in the non-city dress of Ellie and Willow. You can see I'm not really wearing much in the way of our house livery at the moment. It is possible someone, of course, spies earn their keep by not being observed, but no one of note that I saw.
Such is the case. They may have marked your young friends, but not you.
Actually, this is a thing which, upon thinking this, Journey's going to feel a bit stupid for not doing this earlier, but Journey's going to use Hellsight to just look. That's within 60 feet. Hidden magic or disguises.
You do see a kobold shape. But it seems like it is on the other it's in another room. And you could assume that it is Tabold's unseen servant.
Yeah. Cool. Marking that down.
There also is there are a few hidden there's hidden switches in this room, but you already knew about them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Nemo, I'm absolutely happy if you're saying that's how that Hellsight is able to do that. The description says that I can find the location of creatures within 60 feet who are using magic to hide or disguise themselves, and we decided earlier that if there's a hell sigil, that finds that also.
Okay.
But it's what soul is hiding here,
yes,
basically, is how I interpret that.
That makes sense. So, never mind about that. I was tempted to say, I think levers are creatures, but I think we don't have to say that. I think we're okay with that for tonight. Maybe another night. Have you been keeping up with the Viscountess, Zemea? lately?
Well,
It hadn't
not
been
since I left.
No. Well,
But we continued, before I left, we continued to have regular lunches. Um, I last, and I informed her that I was leaving. Um, unless something dramatic has changed, I'd still consider her an ally.
we should see if we can arrange. Or, well, friends of the family, you know how it is. We can
Of
see if we
course.
can arrange a dinner, with her and some of her family, if she is.
Are they trying to set me up?
Make an insight check.
Are they taking this opportunity of we need to be secure and find our allies to like, hey, what, you know that young woman, you know? Insight?
Yeah.
22.
Um, your mother seems to be genuinely asking, like, this is a person that we know who is involved in the military and so is able to potentially provide us with some extra security.
Right. Yeah.
Your father, who is not like engaging very much, but is like kind of egging her on, is absolutely like
My father started grinning a bit more
yes,
once my mother started talking about
absolutely.
that.
Like
Okay.
it's not on her radar, but it is on his 100%.
Right.
Um,
Cool.
yeah.
Um yeah.
Yes, we shall see if we can arrange dinner. Wonderful.
Uh
As soon as possible for the security of the house.
Journey kind of sighs gently. Um through his nose, just kind of, okay, here we go. And just breathe through it and move on. uh I don't remember what we were talking about. Increased security, right. Um, I do not expect a storm to come, but I wanted you two to be aware that the possibility of one exists.
Of course, it is
Um,
always better to be aware,
always
and that
better
way
to
we can
be,
protect you and your friends as well.
indeed. Well, we have grown somewhat capable of protecting ourselves. Um, I
Under
welcome
my
any
roof,
protection you can.
you are
Yes,
our
no,
responsibility.
indeed. Um, and I do want you to know that I appreciate it and I love both of you. And I'm not trying to say that I don't need you. I'm just letting you know that I have grown significantly more skilled in the ways of combat since I left. Your teachings on with the sword were invaluable, of course, but
There is no match for true lived experience. I'm
indeed.
so very proud of you, Count Zaraeus of Hell.
Journey kind of grins. Um, And so that is the colleague that I mentioned. She is a colleague in that sphere, though I will not tell you much more detail. And of that point, I must ask your. I imagine I tell you this for your safety, but that is not my secret to tell. And I have told it. So just, she is not aware that you are aware of her position, this colleague of mine.
Very well. And we
Uh,
shall say no more in the matter.
Indeed. But I will be conducting business and investigating, and I don't know what that will kick up. And
We will say, I will say, should you have need of one of the offices, uh, you are welcome to make use of it, but I would ask that you keep things discreet as you are wont to do, particularly if you don't want attention to be drawn to your companions, or this
indeed.
colleague of yours.
No, indeed. This is all information for an emergency situation. But I have been absent from Rome for the better part of 9 months, and if not more. And so I just want to, I just want to inquire whether the great game has been making any prominent noises of concluding.
Sorry, I'm reading notes.
That's fine. Because obviously the city is not at war yet, but 9 months is quite a bit of time in which to maneuver, and at the same time, no time at all if you're working on the grand scale.
Sorry, I'm reading.
That's fine. Journey sips his tea, whatever's left of it. Arak drinks some water and narrates himself in the third person.
The church has been increasingly active in an unusual manner, from what I have heard. There has been a recent flush of new intelligencers in terms of what mystery has seen fit to let slip.
Taking notes. That is. Well,
That is insofar as much as we know. We've
yes.
got the rest of it as well as we can, but
So people are preparing while at the same time not yet making any dramatic moves. That is good to know.
but there is still no word from the palace itself, but
I think a journey.
some have heard whispers in inns and taverns of movement within. Nothing confirmed or concrete, but you know, it happens from time to time. Some
Yeah,
drunkard looks too far into the night sky and thinks he sees a shadow.
yeah.
It has been more frequent, but
I think when
nothing.
who's speaking right now is this
Death.
Deathram? Yeah, I think when he mentions the palace, I think Journey kind of gives a faint expression of surprise, of oh right, that exists. Um, like Journey has completely discounted the palace and the king from the Great Game.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it is, I think that is a very minorly different worldview between him and his father. I'm not entirely sure what that signifies, but it's,
Yeah.
clearly Death thinks it's worth noting, and Journey wouldn't even pay attention to it until brought to his attention.
Lovely.
Um, And Journey thinks about that. Increased in... Well, that could be House Tonplona, I suppose. For they are tasked with guarding the palace. And that, I suppose, includes within. They could certainly...
May very well be House Oriax. Once
That is
upon a
also
time, they
entirely
were his
possible.
agents. Perhaps they are again.
Perhaps.
He gives kind of a wry smile, like he also doubts that that is the case.
Yeah. But, well, thank you for, for being here for this conversation. I know you do it in a heartbeat, but thank you anyway.
Our pleasure.
I am caught between wishing my sister to know for her safety and being wary because of her duties. But since the two of you are the ones in charge of our surveillance and our security, if you tell Mystery, I simply ask that you tell me. That
It is
you...
not ours. It is not our information to tell. Mystery is quite capable, and we would rather she not get mixed up in it if we can help it.
I agree.
It is part of our lives. It is a part of all. If it is part of your life, it is a part of all of our lives. If it is a matter of planar dissonance, it is bound to affect us in some way or another. But she is joyful in her new responsibilities, and I would like to leave her in that joy.
I'm glad that she can find joy in this city.
If anyone could, it would be
Yeah.
our sister.
Yeah. I hope that my time away has enabled me to find joy here again.
May it be so.
If nothing... Yeah.
Do you have
That's,
anything else?
Journey's just gonna say... He will have said, I have missed you both.
They will give you... Your mother will come in and give you a big hug.
I will return it. And then I will pick up my pendant and put it back on, and I will stand.
I think we will cut over to Ellie and Willow.
Yes, please.
Because I
My
think
friends,
that they need
time for
to
you to
have
talk.
silly screen time.
Well, so the first thing I want to say is that the caffeine has hit Willow's system.
Absolutely.
no.
And what it does to Willow is what it does to me, which is it has made her very anxious. So
no!
they were shown to their rooms, and she stepped into her room, realized she's never slept alone before, pulled all of the sheets and pillows off the bed and dragged them into Ellie's room and put them on the floor.
Oh, okay.
Can I sleep in here? Is it okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. It's all good.
I just
We
never
share rooms.
really slept by myself before.
Oh, that's fine. I shared a room with my sister forever, And we share rooms in the inns. This is fine.
Yeah, okay, cool. Wow, it's fancy here.
Yeah. This is insane.
There's like so many rooms.
I
This is
know.
somebody's house.
I know.
It's not even a hotel or an inn. It's a whole
It's
house.
a whole house.
And there's like what? 4 of them?
Uh-huh.
What do they do with all the rooms? What are they for?
I don't know.
We should go find out.
I think we should.
We should go look.
Let's go.
Yes. We
go and find every room.
Every
Okay.
room.
I would like
We're
you to
keeping a
roll
list.
investigation checks.
Oh
Both
my
of you.
goodness.
I'm not good at that one. Where did I put my therapist?
This team to go and investigate.
Love this. Best team. Best team. What did you get?
Oh my die rolled out of the thing.
Oh no.
Hold on.
12.
Let me look at my modifier just in case. Investigation? Yeah, that's a 16.
12 and a 16. All right. You find a you do find a board games room.
Find
It
a
is
board
separate-
games room?
It is separate from the sitting room. It seems to be like a combination. You don't find not a billiards room. I don't think there's billiards, but there is definitely like
Chess.
there's definitely King of Cans.
King of Cans.
King of Cans room.
There's definitely King of Cans. And I feel like there are some other smaller board games. There are some I don't know what other board games there are in Fun Fantasyland, but I think there's definitely like puzzles.
Ooh,
Mm.
funky.
And cards for sure.
Mm.
There is definitely a card table. But it appears to be a larger room. I think that you find this games room and that you think it doubles probably as a living room. Different from a sitting room.
There's some wait staff in the corner playing D&D.
Yeah.
You do.
Sorry,
see.
no, they're playing like taxes and television.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
You do see Tebold is
Taxes and telegrams.
is sitting
Telephones.
is sitting in one of the chairs at the card table. And is talking animatedly to two young tieflings, younger tieflings, and an empty chair. But he is turning and like looking at the empty chair, so you think it may be also the unseen servant who can't talk, but is still playing.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I love this. For
Good.
them.
I'm so glad that he is included.
Thank goodness. Listen, it's like, what if your twin was invisible? It's like, what if your twin was you, but also invisible? And couldn't talk.
Aww.
Aww.
Can they write? Do they have a little whiteboard?
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Good.
Yeah. So that's going on in the corner. And they do, the two younger folks do as you come in, sort of stand, rise from their seats and kind of stand, not quite at attention, but like attentively.
I wave.
Tedor,
Yeah.
Theobald, will rise a little more slowly and give a small bow.
I bow back.
Yeah, we nod / bow back.
Welcome.
They're just investigating. Oh, they're good. They're big.
Yes.
There's a lot of them.
Yes, there are. There have been at certain times in this household any number of guests of differing stations, maybe.
Do you have any rooms in this house that are like your favorite?
Oh goodness, my favorite. This one I am quite partial to, but I must say, to sit in the music room Well, the Lord of the House is playing. It's been one of the greatest joys in my life.
Yes, he's quite gifted.
Mm-hmm.
Is incredibly so. Of course, there is an enchantment upon the grand piano that it might play its own tunes, as
Oh my god.
crafted quite diligently and intelligently by the Lady Mayhem. Would you like to see the music room?
I
Yes.
would love to, yes.
Yes.
Very well, follow me.
Is there a garden room
Please.
anywhere? Like a greenhouse sort of sunroom green
Oh, goodness, no.
room with
But
plants?
there is the gardens.
Gardens.
There are the house gardens.
Oh,
Yes.
we
They
can
are
go there
You
after.
can probably tell. I like plants.
They are perhaps not as... They are perhaps more maintained than you are used to, and less.
Most places are.
But they are lovely and respectable for a manor house.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Well, there is also, behind the kitchens, there is the herb garden.
Ooh. Herb.
Herb.
He says herb because he is an
Herb.
old man.
That's how I used to say
Is
it.
he one of those where, what, who,
What?
which?
A little bit. A little bit.
My grandmother talked like that.
Hideous and herb is kind of the best thing I've read
Can
today.
those be the tieflings that he was playing with?
Abso-fucking-lutely. I was just gonna think about it. I was trying to think. Hideous herb.
Oh my god.
Continue.
What if it was pronounced hideous and herb? Oh wait, that's how that is pronounced. Never mind.
Hideous and herb is good. Hideous and herb is the fact that he will say hideous and herb, but he will say herb is good.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You may continue. I shall return when my services are no longer needed. All right, to the music room. And
To the
he
music room.
shows you,
Yes.
downstairs across the other side of the house, and into a
Wow, there's a lot of stairs in here.
Yep. It's not like it's a mid-sized room. Very carefully designed to have the best acoustics possible.
Yes.
And in this sort of off center, but only barely, is a grand piano. There are also several music stands, and along the wall are hung instruments. In one spot, sort of above the large bay window on one side of the wall, framed essentially in a beautiful, like florally decorated, subtly heart-shaped frame,
Mm-hmm.
is a lute. Not a lute. A lyre. Is a lyre? Oh, I can't remember shit. It's a lyre.
Liar.
It's a lyre.
Liar.
Hold on, I'll check
I
it for you.
think.
It's a lute. It's a lute. Okay, it is a lute.
It's
I
a
was
lute.
right. I was right. It's
Lute.
a lute.
Okay. Lute.
It's a
Loot
lute.
moment.
I knew I had it. I know it started with an L.
Yeah. Old timey L instruments.
It's
So
the guitar
true.
one.
Wouldn't
Yeah.
it be funny
Loot.
if in Chthon a lute was a little harp and a lyre was a little guitar instrument? Like if they were opposite?
That
It
would
would
be
get
funny,
so confusing.
but it would be really confusing for us as people. So I
Right.
can't do that. Not like lemurs.
In our hearts. In our hearts, that's how it is. But
Yeah.
we cannot.
Not like lemurs, who are real but also fucked up creatures. Anyway.
Lemur that plays the lawyer.
Yeah. So the music room is there, and there's the piano. You see. Oh, goodness. I think I will probably have to call it at 10, because I am
Okay.
pretty tired.
Yeah,
but we can
so
go.
I'm also tired.
On the side of the piano, you can see 3 little dials or
Ooh.
knobs. Tybalt will stand by the piano and say, "Do either of you play?"
I play. What did I decide?
I think you
Flute?
decided on a flute.
Yes,
Yeah,
that sounds
flute.
right.
Yeah.
I play the flute.
When did you get
Sort of.
The flute and the
When we
piano
were
do not
in
translate
One of
very
the
well.
towns.
I believe it was done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where you met
It was
Willow the Minotaur.
that was Ellie being like, when did you get a flute? Because he probably didn't clock it.
Yeah, he
But
probably didn't
we
clock
were
it.
there. No, because when I handed Journey the present of the.
Right.
Yeah.
Never mind then. I don't play.
Ellie sings.
A little
No.
bit.
Ellie dances.
Yep.
Wait, which one?
Yes. Sings.
Ellie sings.
A little bit.
Do you play?
Do you know? I used to.
Why used to?
It's bad for my joints. And
Ah.
I must keep them in as good condition as I can.
You could try an instrument that requires less joints.
I could, but
You could sing.
Oh, I'm afraid my singing voice is none too pleasant, but that doesn't
I'm
bother
sure
me.
it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's see. The piano can play itself, as I have said. Let's see if you're from Yama, yes?
Yes.
It's the accent. All right. This is an old. Goodness knows where the lady of the house found this tune. I have heard it sung. I've heard many songs sung to it, but let's see which one you know. And he will pull.
God, don't even.
Don't.
No. He pulls one of the knobs out.
Mm.
And it stays out, and the piano begins to play itself.
It's a
And it is.
It's a fucking electric piano.
And it's. Oh God, I can't think of a folk song, but I can't say that it's Never Gonna Give
The
You Up,
water is
because I'll
wide.
hurt.
I know my folk songs.
Sure.
Which one is it?
That's not a very happy one.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean it's just mellow. The water is wide.
But it is the tune. It's like the kind of song where there's a bunch of different versions of it, like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and the ABCs type beat.
All folk songs are like that.
Yeah.
All fucking folk songs are like
shanties
that.
are also like that.
Yeah. So it's like that. And he starts to sing one version. And Ellie, that is not the version that you know.
No.
His voice is deep and scratchy, and you see as he keeps singing, smoke begins to pour out of his nostrils like he's concentrating really
God.
hard.
Oh.
Yeah. It's not a great singing voice, but he is
He's doing his.
Yeah, he's putting his all into it.
Aw.
He does stop after a little while when he notices if you don't join in to sing.
I think Ellie. I think parts of it are the same, but like choruses and specific verse, or like the end of the chorus is different, and the like a lot of the verses are very, very different.
As long as you
Okay,
join in
here's
for
my
the chorus.
question.
Yep.
Do
Yeah.
I know if this is one of those mini version folk songs? Do I know it from my anybody in the circle? Because we definitely had song and
Roll a luck
story
check.
nights. Okay, I've written down that one of my people likes to sing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Myconid. So I don't know.
Good.
Oh, 11?
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't think you've heard it a lot, but you recognize the tune. I don't know if you remember lyrics.
I'm gonna go with Harge is the one who sings that, and Harge is not a good singer. So I get a little teary-eyed.
Oh.
Harge is in my notes as very old orcish man. Tusks have been worn down to nubs, so he wears wooden dentures on the ends of them. So
God.
his singing sounds like he's got wooden dentures in.
That's so fucking good. This is the only
So-
guy I care about now.
My knowledge of this song is sort of is like, and I don't know the lyrics because the diction on this guy not good.
Incredible.
But I start humming along because that's what I know about it.
Yeah. You sing this raucous ballad in his beautiful gilded music room.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's how it be.
Whoa, that was great fun.
I clap very enthusiastically.
Table
Me
gives
too.
a little bow.
See? You can sing.
Oh, nonsense.
No, you can. You can. That was lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone can sing if you have a good time with it.
Exactly.
Wise words, young miss.
Well, I do have a wisdom of 20. So.
Goodness, that seems very high.
I gain 1 wisdom for every year of my life.
Oh, well.
I mean, that is kind of how it works.
Yeah, exactly 1 every year. It's an annual thing.
Ah, yes, the annual bestowing of the wisdom. I can't keep going with this.
I know.
Okay. So, where else would you like to see in the house? Or are you content?
Garden.
Garden.
The herb garden or the main garden?
Herb garden. Oh, is there a stable?
Is there a stable, Auric?
Or
I
is
don't
this
know.
an automaton-only sort of mechanical
I
city?
think it is mostly automatons. So there's a
Yeah,
garage. Sorry.
I mean, there would kind of be because of, well, I guess more garage / workshop for mayhem.
Journey.
Oh,
So Auric, what were you gonna say?
I was thinking about the horse, because the thing is, there's like room to like trot the horses around in the grounds, and maybe gallop them, but outside of the grounds, there's stone roads.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of those things where it's not super, like, how do you... I feel like it's possible that Death's father had like a couple horses because of the history behind it, right? Our family always rode horses since before the Court of Fire was scorched, and its nobility title, etc. kind of thing. Neither death nor mayhem are super, I mean, they care enough to survive, but they're not super invested in tradition. And I don't think either of them really ride a ton. It's a city, and outside the city there's water on one side, and on the other side it's barren, sun and fire scorched desert. It's not a great atmosphere for horses to live.
Yeah.
Right.
I think that they probably converted the stables that are on the property. I think that they still nominally own a few horses in the family name, but I think that the livery is somewhere else.
Consider not horses. Small horse-shaped or horse-sized dragon creatures.
Guard
More
drakes.
suited to fire. What?
Guard drakes.
That's what I was looking for.
God.
Interesting.
Alright, the Encyclopedia of D&D knowledge.
Oh, I was just gonna make shit up. I love making shit up. I love when there's creatures and they're made up.
In like Avatar, how they have those like eel hounds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lizard looking things? Okay, so like that, but like dragon.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Okay, I've got it. Yes, there are, I think that that's what they have instead of horses generally in the city, but I still don't think they have them around.
Okay.
I think that they are like a luxury.
Right.
They're not on the property though. They are called dragon mares.
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
And they are shaped like horses, but they are covered in scales and they have a dragon tail.
Oh my god.
And they also
That's
have
hardcore.
they also have they still have their feet are so weird.
Oh no.
Their feet are so weird. It's a little bit they're almost like elephants or rhinos. But like
interesting.
With that sort of like three-toed, but the toes are sharp. But it's still a little hoof-like. Yeah.
This is
they're
just
dragons.
a Drawfee creation.
It's just a creation. I think that they're good.
They're very good.
I think that also if the wind blows wrong, they will start screaming, like horses do.
Yeah.
They'll fall over. They're still horses a little. Anyway.
Oh my god, a bush? Oh my god, a goose?
Oh my god.
I am going to fucking die now.
Holy shit, is that my own reflection in a mirror? I'm gonna bite it.
Absolutely. That's why you can't keep them around the house. They're so... yes, but there is a garage. I think that the state of technology in Rome is progressing, but has not fully... there's not fully automated stuff yet. But there is in the garage, there's a little, contraption that is a kind of combination of which is like almost a rudimentary car. It's like a pedal car, but they try to disguise it. So it works similarly to the steam cycles, where it is like pedal powered to turn the generator and make the steam. But it's like instead of pushing the gas, you're pedaling. There is a sectioned front and back. Yeah. And it's like your chauffeur, but your chauffeur is pedaling. That is what it is. Yeah.
Cool. Garden. I want to see the garden.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. NPCs rotating in our heads. Anyway, we are going to the garden. The herb garden.
Herb.
Well,
Heb.
since
Herb.
you're out here anyway, if any of the household asks after this, you coerced me. Understand? You stumbled here, or you stumbled here on your own.
Oh yes.
It is. Well, here we are. And the herb garden is before you. It is. I think you passed near some of the more structured parts of the gardens on your way. Very much it's like flowers and hedges. It's really clean, kept real sharp. The herb garden is so much less so. There is one place where you can see an attempt at order, and that is the mint patch.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Good luck.
Like there's like fully like a cage. The mint is in a cage, and
That's not going to help.
and it's not working.
It's not going to stop it.
It's not working. But the mint is in a cage. You can see an attempt was made, and it failed.
Yeah, because it's mint.
And you see crowding slowly into the other side of away from the mint are a bunch of other cooking herbs, many of which Willow and Ellie you recognize, but some you don't.
I think I'm gonna give a little bit of druidcraft juice to the non-mint plants and make them a little bit
to the mint.
juicier. A little more flourishing.
Mint has magical properties
Mint doesn't
where
need my help.
any time growth magic occurs in a certain radius, it siphons some of it away for itself.
It doesn't need to. It fully doesn't need to. Mint is a powerful magical plant that says "fuck you, die."
Honestly, fucking cherry tomatoes too.
But
my
this
mom
is
keeps
an herb
pulling
garden.
that shit up, and they just keep coming back.
Yeah, it tracks. The straw babies. Anyway, yes, the plants puff up a little bit, and you see an older tiefling woman who has just come out of what you assume to be the kitchens, because you hear the clattering of pots as the door swings closed behind her. And she begins to gather the herbs and looks up at you and smiles. Thank you, Miss Druid.
My pleasure. I'm Willow, by the way.
A pleasure, young lady.
And this is Ellie. We're
Hi.
guests, friends of Journey.
Ah, yes, friends of the young master. Very good, very good. Well, and she continues to do her work.
Solid.
Yeah. You see the herb garden. You also see some plants, Willow, that you definitely in a separate patch. Also tempting to be invaded by the mint. You see some plants which you know for sure are poisonous.
Ooh, sexy.
Huh.
There's a little sexy poison garden.
Ooh, don't get those confused.
Oh, don't worry. Oh god, I have to come up with a name.
Jezebella.
The first thing that came to my mind was crockery. Crockery as a tiefling name is so much.
Betty Crocker.
I can't. You can't say that to me, a person who's read Homestuck.
What?
Neither
It
of us
is
have read
too
Homestuck.
far. It's too hard to explain, but I can't have that in my house.
All right.
Her name can be Crockery, though. Oh, don't worry. Crockery knows very well what she's doing.
Well,
If
I'm sure she does.
If she were to go into that garden, it would be on the orders of the house. Now, would you like to see the official gardens? We have
Yes.
made our way through some of it. Very well. Off this way.
I think if we're outside, I'm keeping an eye like on the skyline to see if I happen to spot my bird.
You don't at this point.
Okay.
Actually, wait, no. Nope,
I will pause and do like a little bit of a. I assume I have some sort of call.
Yeah, I would like you to roll a luck check.
Luck check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Which die do I want to use for? Try that one. What happens if it's an exactly 10?
Interesting. What is your call?
Like a bird call, like a bird noise. Like
okay,
roll animal. No, I whistle. I whistle.
Roll animal.
It's like a loud whistle.
That's what happens when it's exactly 10. I make you roll a different thing.
No.
No?
Got a 7.
No.
You do not see.
Damn. Bird.
Well, actually, no, you see a bird. A bird comes down and lands on you, but it is not your bird.
You're very cute, but no, you're not my bird. Here's some seed. Go on.
And it flies off.
Did it just meow?
It made a little, like, sweet noise. I can't say... Listen, I'm good at weird noises, not bird noises. There are some noises I'm good at, birds is ain't. Neither of your funny birds. Yeah. Anyway, your birds are not here. You do, however, get taken to the gardens.
Yes.
Which are lovely, well manicured, full of hedges and carefully maintained rhododendrons and hyacinths and rose bushes and peonies. It is very manicured. There are no weeds. There's also not like a lot of like lawn. You have seen as you passed some of the manor houses great swaths of lawn. The Obsidios do seem to have not lawn. They do seem to favor more of gravel pathways in between planting beds. And yeah, I feel like it's definitely a state of opulence to be like, yes, here in the Court of Fire, where there is like fire and scorching and stuff. I am watering a whole lawn.
God.
But they are absolutely not doing that. They don't need to. There's no need. So they're not doing it. But yeah.
Cool. Flowers. I like some flowers.
Mm-hmm.
They are very lovely flowers.
I pick one because I have no concept of you don't pick flowers out of people's gardens. Because I'm from the woods. I pick one and I put it in my braids. And then I pick another one and I tuck it behind Ellie's ear, and then I pick a third one and I tuck it behind
Theobald.
Theobald. And then I stop.
Stop.
Theobald will not say anything about this because you are guests. But will discreetly as he can on your way out of the gardens place the flower back on an appropriate bush.
This is such a funky power dynamic, which is the wait staff trying to respect the young master's guests and the young master's guests being completely feral.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's amazing.
It's so good. Anyway, would you like to return to your rooms so Journey can meet you and we can maybe...
Yes.
Sure.
You've returned to your rooms, and Willow, all of your stuff that you have brought into Ellie's room is back in your room.
Oh, so it's that's how it is.
You can. How big are the beds? Are they like queen size?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
They're pretty
We
big.
can. The bed's
Actually,
big enough.
no. Sorry. I will correct
Sorry.
myself. There is new sheets on Willow's bed, and the old ones are the ones that she has brought into Ellie's room are stacked on top of the sheets already on Ellie's bed. So Ellie's bed has 2 sets of sheets and 2 sets of pillows, and Willow's bed is now remade with new stuff.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay. That's really funny.
Yeah. No, I think that's the best. Yeah. Because
it did just occur to me just now the gossip that could be possible due to the servants finding this.
Oh my god. Yeah. It's fine.
This will be funky.
This will be really funny.
So excited. But there's no one's gonna say anything to you because you're good.
No.
Right.
Well, you can. The bed is huge. You don't have to sleep on the floor.
Okay.
This is fine.
Okay. Is it gonna be weird if I do the bubble around the bed? I don't know. I'm just a little nervous. The house is really big, and they said
it is really big.
Journey said that
I think you're fine.
People are weird about Fae in this city.
They are,
You
but
know,
I think,
and also Amon's in the city.
I don't.
I don't know. I'm just a little nervous.
I don't know. I think it should be fine. We're in a house.
So? Do you know what one of my powers was going to be if I had stuck to the circle? Teleportation!
Uh-huh.
I'm feeling weirdly jittery. I don't know
It's the coffee.
It does that?
To some people, a lot
Why
of
do
times,
people drink it on purpose?
Some people drink it
How
for
do I
energy.
make it stop?
Oh. Just, if you lay down, it'll...
Okay.
You want me to go get you something from the kitchen?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
We can...
Chamomile.
Okay. I can go... I'll go get you something. I'll be right back.
I'll come with you.
Okay.
I think
we go to the kitchen and
I think that you bump into Jordy on your way to the kitchen. Because, I don't... Yeah. You bump into Jordy.
I'll go get something. I'll be right back. I'll come with you.
Okay. She doesn't want to be alone.
Hello,
Oh.
you two.
Hi.
Your house is very, very big.
It is kind of, yeah.
Huge. What the hell, dude?
The Obsidios were once very, very rich, and this house has been here since that time. It was also
Also, we
once a
keep running
bigger
into
house
people who,
there.
like, bow at us.
Oh, I can
Yeah, is
get them to
that-
stop if you want.
It's just weird.
Yeah.
It's their training. Most guests of their houses are of this house. Not all of them, but most of them are some form of nobility. So they're they're trained.
Huh.
It's it's a symbol of it's intended as a symbol of respect. Oh wait, was it the journey says like describes two medium height bows, which aren't really which I think you two might be able to tell the difference between, but Journey is kind of like, oh, they're the two different bows. Were they one of these ones, or was it one of these ones, or what?
Well, there's a difference.
Journey just kind of looks like one of those people who gets asked that exact question when they're doing two different shades of tablecloth at a thing, and it's like, why am I even... Right, no,
Yeah.
of course you wouldn't know. There is, but you wouldn't be able to tell unless you've... Yeah, no, it's okay. So,
This is a lot.
yeah, I mean, it's what it is it's safe and it's private. Which is one of the reasons I want us to stay here, because there's, a lot of things that make it harder to get to us or overhear us while we're in this place. But now that we've all settled down, and you've seen your rooms, I take it?
Yes.
Yes.
We're going to be sharing.
Okay.
I've never slept by myself.
I'm
Oh.
used to it.
Right. I hadn't considered that would be a... Right, yeah, that's cool. We can, I'm sure I can get someone to set you up like a second bed in there if you want, like, or at the very least a cot.
I mean, whatever. I'm okay with.
Well,
I don't want to put too much. I don't want to make trouble for
it's not trouble. They
anyone.
get paid for it.
They get paid extra if I want a second bed?
It's part of their job description to make and move furniture, etc. I
They
don't
make furniture?
know.
You just said that they make.
To make the beds, or to move furniture about.
Oh.
If it takes
So
a
they're
great
not
deal
going to
of
like
time,
fully construct a new bed in my room.
no, they are
Okay.
not going to construct a fully new bed in your room. Or Ellie's, which room are you in?
We're
Our
just
room
in
now.
our our
Our room.
our room. Oh my god. We're in where they put my my stuff.
Okay.
I was just gonna sleep on the floor, but then they put the sheets on top of Ellie's sheets, like double sheets. So I guess I've been assigned to share the bed with Ellie.
They're
It's
just
fine.
trying to make it neat. Like, you can move it about any way you'd like. Anyway, now that you're in your room and you've seen it, I guess I wanted to... Well, the next thing on my agenda will be contacting Bennu and meeting up with her and seeing what it is, if anything, she's learned while she's been here.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Bennu, I guess we should contact her, probably.
Do you want to get that chamomile before we meet up with
Yes.
Bennu? Okay.
Why would I need it for Bennu?
No reason.
Journey, how did the talk with your parents go? Is everything all right?
Everything's great.
Okay.
I told them a little bit about what it is I do.
Oh.
And because we're here and because of who Bennu's chasing, it's time they knew.
Right.
Mystery doesn't yet.
Okay.
Mystery doesn't.
Mystery kind of seems like the type who might
Figure
find
it out.
out. Yeah.
And if she figures it out, then she's welcome to that information.
I like her. She's fun.
Yeah, she's fun.
Best.
Apparently we're
She's
having a
great.
girls' night. I don't really know what that is. I'll be honest, my concept of what is a girl is very loose.
That's fair.
I repeat.
It's a very loose term.
I repeat, if you are desperate to leave, you can, or you can call one of us to come rescue you.
Okay. Is it gonna, like, what? Is it gonna be
It's
something that requires
talking.
retreat?
It's social.
It's a social thing.
I like
It's
social.
talking and doing small activities while you talk. Like
Oh, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
familiar. We had those all the time back in the woods.
what kind of activities would you do? I guess.
Like stacking rocks and like who can hold their breath in the creek for the longest time, or like we would weave flowers together sometimes, or it would be like who can get the highest up in the tree before branch breaks. That's a fun one.
Oh no.
That was usually Foxglove's idea.
I played that with my sister,
That's
and
a good game.
it is.
Sometimes we would go like mushroom hunting, and sometimes we would go frog hunting. And then it was like who can collect the most, the little spring peepers, who can collect the most of those.
Whoa.
I always won that. Just so we're clear.
We are clear.
Yes. I'm great at frog hunting.
I believe it.
Good. So, tea, and then I guess, Ben. No, I want to see my bird. I want to see Yarrow. Actually, let's skip tea. I would love to see Yarrow.
And your
Okay.
bird.
And
What?
we said Yarrow and your bird.
Fuck off.
Would you like to let any of the staff know about the bed situation before you leave?
Yeah, I'll find someone. I'll find Theobald and tell him that if there's like a single bed or something that can be fit into, that room, that, I'd appreciate it as an option.
Well,
Because,
Yeah.
Did Journey clock the flowers?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I completely got distracted by that. I was going to say, I'm sorry, is that from Great Aunt Natalia's ancestral peony?
I guess.
Maybe?
I guess.
Maybe?
Okay.
What?
Right.
Was that wrong?
A little, but not awfully so.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, they'll grow back. They're flowers.
They will.
Flowers wilt and die and then grow back anyway. That's just how they work.
Right.
What's the point if you can't what's the point of having them if you're just going to not touch them or smell them? Or
no, you
pick them
can
and put
smell
them in your
them
hair?
and you can look at them. It's just, and you can hold them. We just keep them where they are because people spend a lot of time, grooming them and making sure they look good and
Why would you groom a flower? They don't have fur.
cultivating, shall we say then.
So, okay, yeah, okay. Then why does the flower... that's easy. You just make it grow.
I feel like this is a difference in societies that is don't pick the flowers.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's okay. It's not a big deal. Just don't do it in the future.
Okay. Okay, if we're going out in the city, this is a different
You
question.
can, after all, grow your own.
Yeah. They're not the same, though.
Okay.
When we go out in the city, should Ellie and I disguise ourselves?
What do you mean?
Like, so that we're not visibly... Like, if I'm, a random, not to name it names, demon lord, and I'm like, wow, I just heard a rumor that there's this really tall pink Firbolg and this really tall greenish orc fae in the city. Wow, that's my target.
familiar.
Yeah, so like, should we like hide a little or something?
Well, I guess that depends on how likely.
And then it's like, whoa, wait, they're staying with whatever your family's name is. Oh, let's go right there and like pick all the flowers.
I think
You know?
I see what you're saying, I think. Tangentially.
You know, a hypothetical situation with no specific person in mind.
Indeed.
Willow, I really think we should get you some chamomile.
I'm fine. I open my herb pouch, which I have, and I pull out like a chamomile flower and just start chewing on it.
Good, excellent. Excellent. Please.
So here's the thing. That would only really matter, I think, if that person had their own active spy network that reports to them, which they might.
How gossipy is your city, though? Like, we stand out.
Not a ton.
Really?
Really?
I mean, yes, you're not a tiefling and you're not Azamar, but there are a bunch of people here who aren't. There is a solid group of elves in the city somewhere, and there's a neighborhood, and Dragonborn live here, and, obviously kobolds live here.
Okay, but we're not elves and we're not dragonborn and we're not kobolds.
Right.
I think we'll just...
My point is, it's cosmopolitan.
Okay.
People see things in this city that they have never seen before every week.
Okay.
There's
Gotcha.
lots of interesting stuff here. And a lot of people are more interested in who is allying with whom politically.
Okay, and we have no political anything.
Precisely.
Got it.
I do, but
right, you do. We don't.
I didn't make a ton of waves, in my life. People would know my father on sight. But me, not so much. I mean, some people who are well versed in it, but
Right.
I wouldn't, if you wanted to like wear hats or things
just,
that
flip my hood up.
Yeah.
Well, I say hats because that's less suspicious than a hood.
Oh. Do you have a hat?
We have hats here, yeah.
I would love a hat. Wait. I'm gonna have to decide between my crown, my hats. I guess I could just take the crown off.
You could put the crown around the top of the hat.
That's true.
Where it meets
That's
the brim.
a good point. Let's do that.
Hat adventure.
It's also one of those things where, yes, people could be. It's even if you attracted the attention of every person you crossed in the street, it's a very big city.
Right.
Right.
I still think we should do a makeover montage. I want Rome. I want Rome fashion.
True.
Oh, that we can do. Oh,
But
that
not
we can do.
tonight.
Not
yeah,
tonight,
not
though.
tonight. But
I want a big Victorian style bonnet.
we should do Rome fashion. I think it would be
I'm going to
fun.
be doing a design if I have time. I will draw
Yeah.
something.
I would.
Okay.
I want a Rome fashion.
So that being discussed, either we're going to physically go meet Bennu or like message Bennu to find out where she is. But that's the plan for the future.
That shall happen another night.
Another night.
Another
Good night, Twitch. We